Hello all, welcome to another session Asynchronous JavaScript. As part of asynchronous JavaScript, let us see what is synchronous code and what is asynchronous code. First we see synchronous code which is opposite of asynchronous code. Let's say we have three lines of code like this. Synchronous code will execute line by line and each line of the code has to wait until its previous line to finish its execution. Means here the first line of the code which selects the element using the class name will execute as normal, and then this alert statement will execute, but the third statement will not get executed until we close the alert box by clicking the OK button, which means here the alert statement is blocking the code. Let us see this one in action. Let me run it. Here we have a box with the yellow background color, and we have one button which changes the background color of this box from yellow to red. Here in app.js, we are listening to the click event of this button, and as soon as we click on the change color, these three statements will get executed. So let's click on the change color. Now we can see that this first statement got executed, and then it come to the second statement which is alert, and until we click on the OK button, this third statement which changes the background color of this box from yellow to red will not get executed, which means this alert box is blocking the execution of the third statement. As soon as you click OK, then you can see that the third statement will get executed and it change the color from yellow to red. And here we can see that alert box, but normally we have some task that runs in the background but which will take the 5 seconds of time, 10 seconds of time, and in that case the rest of the code has to wait until it completes its task. So to avoid this, we have the concept called asynchronous code. So let us see what is asynchronous code and how it works. Let's observe this code. Here we can see that the first line of code is same, and I just replaced alert statement with set timeout. Here we can see that whenever we execute this code, the first line of code will execute in a synchronous way, and then it comes to the second line of code in a synchronous way, and then the set timeout function will be called, and we see we have the timer which runs in the background for 2 seconds, and then this console log will execute. But here, while it is running in the background, the third statement will get executed. So set timeout will not stop the execution of the third line. So the set timeout completes its task once this timer expires in the background. Then it executes the console log statement. So asynchronous code will get executed whenever the background task completes its execution. Asynchronous code is non-blocking, and the execution of code doesn't wait for an asynchronous task to complete. So here the task statement will not wait for the set time mode to complete, but it executes immediately. So let us see this one in action. I just open the console window, and here you click on the change color. Then you can see that color is changed. After that, synchronous code printed, which means let us reload it. Whenever we click on the change color, the first line of statement will execute, and second line of the code will be called here the set time mode. And since we set the 2 seconds of time, it will run the timer in the background, and it will not stop the execution of the remaining statements. Means here the third statement will get executed immediately. So you can see that it changed the color. After that, you can see asynchronous code is printed. So this way asynchronous code is non-blocking, and parallelly we can run the code that we want. Let us discuss what is Ajax. Ajax is the best example for asynchronous JavaScript. Ajax stands for Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Basically, Ajax allows us to connect to the remote servers in a asynchronous way. With Ajax call, we can request data from web server and load it dynamically. Let us discuss how Ajax works. Let's say we have a JavaScript application which runs in browser and that is client. And we want our client to request the data from this server. In that case, the client will send a request to the web server asking for the data, and web server will receive the request and it will return the response. The back and forth between the client and server will happens in asynchronous way. Whenever client requests web server for a data, the web server again will connect to the web API. And web API is the place where data will be available. And web API will give the data back to the server and server will send back to the client. So we will discuss more about API in other session. Now let us make our first Ajax call using XML HTTP request. Now we are going to load the country's data using XML HTTP request like we are seeing on the browser.